Hey guys, welcome back! Today is going to be a fun episode where we are going to explore the magic of one of the most classic Christmas images, the candy cane. This nostalgic theme can really bring a dramatic effect to your home because it has such a beautiful high contrasting design with the white and the red. And not only does this tree look beautiful, it's a really easy theme for anyone to try and get a very designer looking result. If you want to try this look out, you can consider me your personal shopping assistant because I have made a list of all the items you see in today's video and I'll have them linked for you in the description below. That way you can shop from the comfort of your home today. It's going to be a lot of fun, so let's get started. In our 16 Christmas tree design series, this is tree number 12 and this is called the Merriment. This Christmas tree is really one of my favorites, and I have also created one of these looks in my own home because of it. But one of the things that makes this so fun is because it has that nostalgic feeling of the candy cane image, just this random candy cane in a beautiful winter wonderland that appears in the North Pole kind of feeling. But it is so easy with this nostalgic image to still look very high-end and very designer in this Christmas tree. So it's a good tree to not only appeal to those with that whimsical and magical aspect of Christmas, but still those who would like to have a Christmas tree that looks really high-end in their home. And so this is going to be a great just a breakdown of all of these ideas for you today. The other thing that I find about the candy cane Christmas tree is that it has such a beautiful vibrance to it. Because it is so bright and high contrasting, I find that it goes in many homes quite easily. And so especially if you have bright walls, like a bright white wall for example, it's going to really stand out and it's going to just be something to bring a lot of color into your home. Another thing about this design that's very appealing, because it's been around, there is a lot of options when you go shopping for this type of Christmas tree look that you're going to be sure to find many things over the years to come that you can find to add to your Christmas tree. And so you don't need to worry that it's going to go out of style or you're not going to be able to find any more decorations to complement this Christmas theme. And so this is something that's going to be evergreen when it comes to your Christmas trends. And so I would encourage you to try this tree in your own home because definitely this one is going to be something that continues to come around and continues to be an all-time favorite for most people. Now to get this look, one of the things that you're going to think about is the Christmas tree. So the first part is thinking about how do we get the best base for your tree to get that high impact, high contrast look. And the easiest way to do this is starting with a white Christmas tree. Or a very heavily flocked Christmas tree. Now, if you've seen a kind of interesting Christmas tree and you're up for that, I have a candy cane themed Christmas tree that's also quite interesting and very cute, that it would be a very fun way to start your Christmas tree. The only thing about that one in particular is that obviously that will be very specific to this type of tree. But again, this trend is pretty much evergreen. It is always in style. Next, when adding ribbon to this tree, using a peppermint ribbon is always a good choice. And so different styles and variations of peppermint in one tree is going to be also a nice complement. but you can use anything that has that bright red appearance as well. So maybe a bright red velvet ribbon, and then that way you can reuse this in other designs. A draping fabric is always one of my favorites to add to a Christmas tree, as you guys know, because I like to add some of that to the bottom of my Christmas tree as well. If you have seen that draping video, you have seen some of the skirts that we create with fabric, and so you can really do some nice designs with that, and you can check that out after this video if you like that look. When it comes to picks for this Christmas tree, I really enjoy some of these more whimsical curly picks that have a nice candy cane appearance. There's a red curl as well to kind of complement that candy cane, to bring in that bright red again. And then even incorporating large pieces that are just peppermints and or candy canes is going to be a really nice way to bring in that theme, and also bring the dimension of the tree out a little bit. And that's one of the nice things about picks, is that you can pull some of the dimension away from the tree, and so that gives it a little bit more of a designer appeal as well. Oftentimes if you only use ornaments, this is going to keep the tree very the dimension of the tree is not going to be there. It's not going to have that layered look, and that's why adding in picks is a really good way to elevate the overall look of your Christmas tree. The point on the pics is maybe sometimes hard to illustrate, but if you can kind of see that with a before and after picture of, you know, some of these trends, you can see in the original photo here of a Christmas tree that doesn't have any pics and it just has ornaments, but it's somewhat flat. It doesn't have that, you know, heavy dimension and texture that you see with a tree that maybe has a lot of pics that are sticking out from the tree. It gives it a lot more dimension, and so I really recommend that you consider trying that this year. If you feel like your Christmas tree in any style is lacking that oomph, you can add pics to the tree to give it a little bit more dimension. And when I'm talking about pics, I'm talking about things that are going to be a little bit longer and they're going to be sticking out from the tree. So the next category, for example, are florals, and that's why I separate my florals from my pics, because florals typically stay very tight into the tree and very close into the tree, so they also do not give you that same dimension. So they're in the similar category as ornaments when it comes to the tree being a little bit more tight. And so although it definitely adds a beautiful layer of luxury and texture to your tree, it's not quite the same as you will get with these objects that are going to jut out or project from the tree. Some of my favorite florals, of course, are going to be the red velvet poinsettias, and then there are a couple of options when it comes to poinsettias that look also like they're going to fit with the peppermint theme, and I have just the all outlined of the candy cane themed poinsettia as well that looks quite beautiful. And then, guys, you know, one of my favorite flowers are the magnolias. I think they're a very classic and beautiful flower to add into your Christmas tree, and so that one you can do in just a beautiful red hue. Now, with the ornaments of the Christmas tree, if this is your first time creating this look, go ahead and look into getting some ornament kits, and that's an easy way to just get a lot of ornaments to really add that impact to your tree. And so I have two really nice options here for you. And then if you're going to be just complementing those with some special pieces that are going to give you that nice variation in size, I have a couple of options that are peppermint ornaments in several sizes, as well as peppermint candies and candy ornaments that would also be really sweet to add to your Christmas tree. And then, you know, thinking about larger pieces for this tree. And so in my own tree especially, I use quite a few pieces that were very large in the tree, and this takes up a lot of space, and it's going to make sure that you get that kind of maximalist view on this tree that can really make that tree look really nice. And so I recommend to do that you bring in a couple of larger pieces, so that way you're not using so much product. And so the large 6-inch candies and the large 6-inch red ornaments are a nice way to start with that. And if you can find even larger pieces on different websites, that's going to be a really nice find and a really nice way to accent your Christmas tree. Another thing that I find is a lot of fun to add to this type of Christmas tree is garland, and so I added quite a few styles of garland to my Christmas tree, but the candy cane ones are a lot of fun, and you can get these in ornaments that kind of vary in size with the red and the stripes, and I think that's a really nice option, as well as just the little peppermints that you can add into the tree, or just even red and white alternating wooden garland beads. All these are really great options and really great designs. And if you look at my Christmas tree, you can see how I added in several different variations of garland and just how they can be incorporated into this design just flawlessly, again, because this Christmas tree has such a specific look. This maximalist design is really easy to achieve. One other item that you can consider, I love this pre-lit garland that has the all designed on the evergreen. You can certainly add that to your tree, but what I would actually do, guys, is consider that to be an option to set the scene. And so I talk about this a lot. It's making sure that the surrounding environment to the tree is complementary to what you're creating, so that the art that is around it is complementing what you're creating with the art on your tree. And so doing things like adding decorations that complement it, or throws or pillows, things like that we've talked about before, these are all really nice things to give you that look. Now, to top this tree off, you are going to want to get something that's either the classic with like the red ruffles. You can layer this up if you would like to get a more full volume appearance. You can try the draping that I will show you in tag the other video on how to do something like that, or you can get a really cute red and white peppermint themed tree skirt. I found two that I liked a lot, and one was with the little pom-pom balls, and also this one that looks more like a sweater design. I think are both really nice options to top off your Christmas tree, depending on what your style is, guys. There's going to be some nice variations in here for you. So guys, what did you think of our Merry Mint Christmas tree? I know a couple of you have already let me know that this is the theme and style that you are gravitating towards this year. So I'm looking forward to seeing your designs, and make sure you send those to me, because I am doing a competition this year. So in December, I will be putting up a video of all the Christmas trees that my subscribers send in for their home that they decorated this year. If you've been inspired by my Christmas tree design series to create something, I would like to put you in the video, and I will be picking 3 winners from that video for you to win a prize. And so one of the prizes, for example, will be my new book, The Grandeur of Christmas, and the other will be a surprise. So you'll have to tune in to see what the additional prizes will be, but trust me, you will like them. The next video in the design series is going to be a nice tree for those of you especially who live by any types of body of water. And so this is going to be the Seaside Tidings, where I'm going to show you how to get a gorgeous Christmas tree that's going to be very elegant in the home of someone who, especially if you live close to water, but anyone who really just adores the beach and anything that just gives them that feeling of being on vacation. But I'm going to show you how to do this in a very beautiful and classic and elegant way. So guys, it's been a lot of fun today. If you liked the video, please do give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel in so many ways, and I just appreciate you all so much. And thank you for stopping by again today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.